everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this monster 8-inch ribbon bow, and this is a take on my square tailed boutique. It's basically the same shape without the tail that hangs down here, and obviously I've added some tuxs bows on either side for a bit of embellishment and the scrunchy middle with the corresponding ribbon on here. And this measures, it works out to be 7 to almost 8 inches wide, well, across, and it's also about 4, almost 5 at the longest points, this length. So like I said, it is a very big bow. Like I said, it's a great alternative if you like big bows but you're not keen on the like JoJo styles. Like I said, this is a great alternative to things like this. With the side bows though, it does eat quite a bit of ribbon because you need 105 centimetres of 3-inch ribbon for your main bit, and obviously 2 12-inch pieces for your embellishments bows on the side. So like I said, and the centrepiece is 52.5 centimetres. So like I said, it is quite a lot of ribbon, but like I said, it's a really pretty bow. So I'm going to show you how to make this version. All the measurements are in the description below if I talk too fast for you, because I do that for some people, so don't worry. And like I said, I'm going to get on with the makes. You will need some pins for this, or alternatively, if you're more comfortable with glue, you can glue where I pin. It's entirely up to you, whichever sort of fits your style of working. It will work regardless. So let's just move this out of the way, and I will bring my main big piece of ribbon in. And like I said, this is the 105 centimetres of ribbon. I'm going to try and keep it all in shot as much as possible. So what I do is I heat seal my ends like so. And I also do a little pinch here on both ends, so I know where the centre is. And then what you do is line up my ends, work out the centre this end. We want to crease down like so, and then we want to fold in half. We want to do a little pinch again in the centre just so we can get everything lined up correctly as we're making, and then bring up this side to this side to this, so you get this. Okay, and then again fold these down and put a little crease in, and this will just give us balance when we create the boutique part bit of the bow. What I'm also going to do while we're here is, again, this is the 52.5 centimetre piece, and this is the middle bit here. So again, we heat seal our ends, and we're also going to crease the centre. Just see a bit. There we go. That's better. Crease that straight down the middle. Okay, so that's those bits done. Now the key bit for this, especially when you're building, is also we've now got 4 completely even pieces here. Okay, and I'll do one side first because obviously getting it all in shot will take a second. So we've got this side with the mark here. We want to curve this round. So like I said, we're going round in this shape, and we bring that, because we know that's dead centre because we've got that pinch, and we know that's centred because we've got that crease there. And like I said, this is where my pins come in handy. Okay, just left it a second. I pin that side, so that's what it looks like at the moment. Okay, and then from the opposite direction, we take this piece here, and again, you want to be bringing that, I'll just reheat that one a little bit, round, so that that's right against here. And like I said, if you wanted to, like I said, you could use some fabric glue. Like I said, I've got E8000 and some Fraystock glue. Either of them, like I said, you could put touch glue here, as long as it's something you can sew through easily, you're fine. Like I said, I just prefer pins. So pin the other side in place, and then I'll show you what look you should have. Okay, so you should have this like massive figure 8, and like I said, this is huge. This is like 12 or almost 14 inches wide at this point. So like I said, it's a very big bow. Okay, now as you can see, these creases that we put in, they line up even here when they're flat like this. They line up with our creases, which is, again, it's great to show that we've got the balance on the bows. So with this piece, we want the print facing down, and we want our crease directly in line with our diamond shape here, where the triangles come in. Okay, you see? And then again, like I said, pins, pins, pins for me. I'm going to pop that through there, just hold that in place a second. And then we're going to bring in this side, and again, we want to be going directly over that crease, and you want it so it completely covers that entire piece of ribbon, like so. So it's directly on top of that printed ribbon beneath it. And then I move the pin from beneath and place that through. It just stops the ribbon from slipping around as you're moving things along. And then we want to do exactly the same the other side, where our creases are there. You want to take that and line that directly over that crease that we've just done, like so, so that they're all lined up. And again, directly so it's covering all of the 3-inch ribbon beneath it. And then we re-pin this. Okay, and then we want to take our printed ribbon, we bring that over, I want to go a touch over that side, about 1 centimetre over our creases that way, and we want to do the exact same thing this side. We want to go roughly, to show you, 1 centimetre over either way, so that there's enough for getting the stitches through, and we're going to capture all of our layers, because that's the main point with these. When we go to stitch these, we want to catch all of these layers in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of ribbon we're catching our stitches through, because like I said, if you miss even one layer, the bow has potential to break apart. Okay, so this is the back of your bow. And if you give it a little pull, like so, just centre that a little bit more. You can see the back, sort of the shape of the boutique, this side. And then if you turn it over, this is the front cross piece that people talk about when they're making boutique bows. And as you can see, it is fairly balanced, even from this point. Excuse that noise, that was just my glasses falling off the back of my head. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to start in with our stitching on the point, and we're going to be coming out with our stitches at the point. And we'd normally do about 6 drops. On these bigger ones, I do 8, which gives you the 4 creases instead, because it balances these bigger ones just a little bit more and makes them sit a little bit nicer. Okay, so like I said, we start from this corner here. We want to go from above, directly above, Okay, and when you do your second stitch in, from that corner beneath, we want to be going as centered as possible, and we want to be capturing all of those 7 layers that we talked about just a minute ago. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then at this point we just go. Go. Can go in and take some of the pins out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. That's too wide. Like I said, try and make them even. Actually, it's 10 on this. Sorry, it's me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it is 8. It's me. Lost track of my counting. 8. Okay. And again, you can take your pin out once you've got all your stitches in, and I'll just show you where the placement is once I pulled that through. Like I said, in from the point, out from the point. So in, 1, 2, 3, out, and that is 8 stitches. And the back, you should have in 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, like I said, try and make them as even and as straight as possible. The more you manage it, the better the balance of the bow will be, and the easier it will be to adjust it and get it to sit nicely once it's all cinched like so. Okay, so pull that all nice and tight and cinch it. And as you can see, that's what I was talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4 creases on the centre. And then wrap round. Don't worry about it looking a little bit messy at the minute, because we're going to fluff it all up once we've stitched off in back like normal. Okay. Stitch that off. Okay, I can cut that extra thread off. And as you can see, it is a bit unbalanced at the moment, but that's okay because we can sort that out. Okay, so all we need to do, and this is what I talk about when I say fluffing up our loops, is if you get your fingers in all your loops like so, and give it a little adjustment like so, and as you can see, look how much of a difference just doing that makes. I would always say with these ones, especially ones this big, I've got this Max Hold Extra Strength hairspray, which is quick drying, and once I'm happy with everything, once I've got everything on, all my embellishments and everything, same with the tier 1 that you saw at the beginning, I will absolutely blast them with this hairspray to make sure that they are completely solid and hold their shape, because otherwise, like I said, if you package them to customers, like I said, they can definitely lose that shape if you don't spray these and set them. So that is something to think about. And like I said, do it in a well ventilated area, because some of these Max Hold ones do smell very strong. So obviously at this point you could wrap your middle and leave it at this, or as you saw with the one that I've done, I have added some big tucks bows for the sort of sides, and I already have some ready because, like I said, there's other tutorials on my page to teach you how to make tucks bows, so I'm not going to waste my time showing you how to make those as well. So they're there, and I have got this is a 60 millimeter clip. I would normally use 70 because like I said it's a big bow, so you need bigger clips where you can. Don't do anything less than sort of 50, 60 because like I said it won't balance. You can do these on bobbles, but again I would always advise the strongest strength ones that you can, because like I said the weight of the amount of ribbon can sort of put more of a strain than the smaller bows do. So I'm just going to glue that on the back there, as normal. And I'm going to wrap a basic centre first, and then I'm going to show you how to add the embellishments, and we're also going to do a scrunch middle like the one that I showed you a minute ago. Wrap your centre as normal. Like I said, make sure it's nice and tight. And once. And twice. And again, don't worry if it gets a little bit messy. It can all be sorted once it's all fluffed back up. Okay, heat sealer end. Our dot of glue just there. There we go. So again, just adjust it so it's how you want it to sit. And then what I do on these is I want a dot of glue on the back here where our centre is, and then I'm going to put a line of glue just here and here so we can attach those to the side of the bow in the places that we want. Okay, so line of glue there on your centre. Line of glue there. Okay, and then like I said, get your bow lined up how you want it. And you want to press your centre directly onto that bit. And then the other thing is I do, so sorry about that, my phone actually cut out on me as I was gluing on the side bows. Obviously repeat the other side, and then what I've also done is I've done a scrunched middle, which all you need is a 1.5 by 4 inch piece, and I cut the same ribbon as this by cutting it in half and heat sealing the edges. And what you also do on these is you make the S shape like so, one direction, and I'm just going to pin it like so. Don't worry about this mess because we need that so we can join it. And then you want to do the S shape again. Try and get it lined up so they're all about the same. Again, the S shape in the opposite direction this way. And again, I'll just quickly pin it just so I can show you. And then heat seal your ends and pinch so that they're all nicely joined together. Watch your fingers when you do this. And repeat the other side. Again, careful of those fingers. I have very little feeling in my fingertips from crafting from so many years. There we go. And obviously don't forget to heat, if you're using cut down ribbon, don't forget to heat seal your side that you're doing. Obviously I already did it on the piece that I did. And then what you do is you would glue this side, wrap that round and glue the other side as well. And like I said, there is your super pretty squared boutique bow. Like I said, it's absolutely huge. Like I said, these are about 7 to 8 inches wide, depending on how loopy you start your loops. If you, instead of gathering all your ribbon together, if you do them slightly wider apart, like I said, you get an even bigger version. So like I said, something to think of. Like I said, I like the more longer versions than the sort of more squared one personally. That's why mine turn out like this from grouping all that ribbon together in the middle. And thank you for watching. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this, and it's a nice alternative to, like I said, the big JoJo styles, like I said, because it's a really pretty one in the 3-inch ribbon. Don't forget to set them with your hairspray, so like I said, they don't move around. And thank you for watching. If you need any more help or anything like that, I've got links to my group and my Facebook page below. Feel free to come and ask me anything that you would want to know, or any help or anything like that, or just to show off what you've made in the tutorials. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye!